Dreamers Welcome Podcast.
Dreamers Welcome Podcast. We is back in the building, ladies and gentlemen. I go by CEO PESO. Live from Citywide Studios, man. A fucking staple in the city, a gold mine, a legendary spot. And I got my homie, my companion. I've been seeing my nigga grow this shit. He been seeing me grow my shit. Introduce yourself, man.
What's good? What's good? The name's Cat. They call me Cat, Capitol Hill, Yappo. They got more names than Biggie Smalls for me. But hey.
What's popping though, man?
Chilling, bro. Finally got to be on the Dreamers Welcome Podcast.
My nigga.
To say watch you grow, like you remember the first time we met?
Vaguely. I'm trying to think. Oh no, it was at JJ Huber Heights. At the studio. When he was just getting that motherfucker built. Didn't you help build it?
I ain't helped build it. I wasn't in construction yet.
Okay. I know you was out there though.
I had brought RIP MAC. I had brought MAC up there for his little Gym City cipher that they had going on.
Man, that was like 2013, 14, I believe. Yeah, bro. And shit. And then but you had this spot going on at that time too?
I had a spot in Fairborn. It was we go by. You know, a lot of people don't know the history in the penitentiary. We had a little thing. Then we called ourselves, GBD, Greedy Boy Dynasty.
Yeah.
I came up with the Citywide theme in 2013. We had a little studio from 2011 to 13. Fairborn, kind of getting our feet wet, learning, just coming home, just trying to make the best out of the situation I had. Yeah. 2013, we bought this place.
Yeah.
And I had another place that I was putting together. My homeboy was like, come check this place out. A lot of people don't know this used to be a video studio back throughout the whole 90s.
This place was?
Yeah. So it was already wired for all the sound that we needed.
I'm about to say, I thought you had just gutted this motherfucker out, like just buying it as a house and then just...
Nah, I had did that with the other spot.
Yeah.
But, when my homeboy had told me about this place, he's like, come see this. This was a video studio. It's already got a lot of electric, the way it's set up. Come check it out. Yeah. So I'm like,
shit, half the work was done in this motherfucker.
All the work was done at the other spot, though. So I'm all the way to drywall. Really, all I got to do is put foam up. I don't have to sand the drywall because, the foam going to cover that.
Yeah.
So, I told my homeboy, I'm like, I found another spot over here, I'm going to go ahead and just let you have my half of this. You feel me? And let's work something out. And he was like, what do you want to work out? I'm like, shoot, let's, at the time, my money was crazy, so I didn't even really care about the loss over on that side. When I seen the vision over here, I was just like, do all the carpet in here. I just want all the carpet done in here. And he was like, that's a bet. So upstairs, downstairs, got carpet all the way through the place. Cut my ties with the other establishment, which was great because, where it was at, I want to be able to do as much as we have been doing here.
Right.
This is 3rd Street.
Perfect location. Yeah. Bro, it's straight through downtown. You go from West Side coming down here. It's like that straight fucking shot.
It was perfect location.
Damn. So you just said, shit, I mean, basically fuck that spot and seeing a bigger vision to come in here and do this shit.
For sure. This was already set up. Like you see, other than the tables, the desk that's in the studio, the booth, the extra room in the front, none of that was there, but the window was there. The window was there. It wasn't in, but the slot was already there.
It was right there.
So I'm like,
got the vision for it, looking at it
when I came here, I was like, I gotta have it. Yeah. I gotta have it. As a matter of fact, I gotta have it. We don't even need a contract. Here goes a band to lock me in.
right. Just solidify it.
Yeah.
Man, so prior to the other building, how long was you getting into engineering?
Been engineering since I came home. I remember before I went, I went to penitentiary 2004. Come home 2011. The whole time I was down, I used to be the rapper. I used to be the person that was upcoming. I used to be that in 99, 2000, 2001.
Yeah.
Had a lot of people investing in me. Doing crowds of 1,000, all that type stuff.
So you was running, you was doing.
Just didn't have internet for real.
Right.
We was Master P out the trunk, So it was a little bit harder. It was a little bit less accessible than it is now to be able to, become somebody. So when I came home, sitting in the penitentiary all that time, I remember spending $650 on one song. Like, I can't come home and do that.
That's for the mix, the master, all the little intricate shit that they was trying to charge.
Yeah, I was like, I can't do that. So, you know, when I came home, I was blessed. You know, my homeboy, shout out Lee, worked at ICB, gave me my first computer, Pro Tools, you know, the monitors, the whole kit.
Everything, you know? starter pack.
Yeah, and basically put me together, man. From there, I just started learning, you know.
No school,
no nothing.
Yeah.
Self-taught, YouTube. Stay up
YouTube
with,
University, man.
Yeah, mixed with the masters too. Like there's a guy I look up to. His name's Jason Joshua. 14 times Grammy nominated. Like one of the coldest mixing engineers in the game. You know, I like following his formula.
Yeah.
You know, and then, you know, like I started learning about the analog, digital world. You know, going out the box, in the box, and stuff like that. And that changed the game for me, being able to have that luxury of the analog and the digital.
So that moment of somebody trying to charge you $650 for one record drove you, and they're like, man, I'm about to just completely do this, figure this shit out on my own.
Got
and
to.
Just
I ain't about to.
Right now, I feel it though. They $650.
And just came home.
Yeah, I'm about to say like shit.
I had my hand out, nothing going in there.
Yeah. So how long would you say it took from? Well, how did you start building up the business here? Like, cause you got the whole city came through this motherfucker. So how you start being known with it?
2013, I called it Citywide. I don't know why I called it Citywide at the time, because we always want to be bigger than Citywide. So I always say, you know, everybody look at it like, they only want to be Citywide. No, we're Citywide in every city. So like the theme behind that was, I need a studio in every city. If I was to get interns, if I was to get people on deck, but I still need a building. Yeah. So I was like, you know, that ain't gonna work. But the Citywide had a professional sound to it, so it was better than Greedy Boy Dynasty. So I'm not going.
It didn't sound clicked up.
I'm not going to attract other people outside a hip hop demographic with that type of sound. So
marketing.
Yeah, so like I was looking for more of a corporate name when that happened. But I had this vision to build this app. The app basically was going to connect each city within the database with whatever studios in that city. So if you're part of the app, kind of like an Airbnb for studios, you would have been able to pull into Atlanta. Anybody that was in our database, it would have geolocated and pinpointed what studios was best based upon the Uber proven method that people would have 5-star rated the driver or something of that nature. You would have 5-starred the studio, so the studio would have been first, second, third, which one's better or whatever.
That's dope. At that time too?
Yeah. So like I didn't have the funds to be able to put it together. I had a lot of estimates, like that people was trying to charge me some $120,000 for the app. So on and so forth. Yeah, they wanted some cheese. So I went ahead and found somebody. I found somebody for like $5,500 to try to carry through the task, and it was generic. So I was like, I never opened it up. I never used it, nothing. They was like, we can't give you your money back.
Well, you paid the money and got it done, and then didn't like it, and they wouldn't even refund you nothing?
Refund. So I had to go hire attorneys and get my money back that way.
Right.
End up getting it back. End up paying another individual. Needless to say, I don't know what's going on in the computer programming world, but they love running off with money, man. So that's what that happened. But I say it's the Lord's way of really saving me, because I was throwing money at the wall trying to get stuff to stick. And there was another app that came out. It's called Loom. I don't know if anybody familiar with it. You familiar with it?
I think I heard of it.
Loom's a music app, strictly all music. Like it's almost identical to what I kind of had the idea of.
Yeah.
And they got some good backing. They got like $2 million behind the app already.
So they got.
I ain't had that kind of pocket for it. But I had the idea.
Yeah,
but whoever execute, make it happen. You feel me?
So when was it difficult to go from like being an artist, and then you just like got dove into like just doing the whole engineering thing?
Actually, all came natural, just because like now that I'm a gifted lyricist, I can also help that person that's in the booth. Like if they saying some bullshit, I can help them substitute a word or a syllable, or take this word out like that. Some engineers can't do that. You know, they don't have the musical ability to step inside the booth as well.
I mean, that's beyond being an engineer. Then that's being a executive producer or just any really executive producer or producer. Sure. You produce too, don't you? Am I tripping?
I can make beats. I just feel like that's somebody else's job. You feel me? I ain't trying to wear that many hats.
Yeah. Nah, I mean, but but you got it in you to do it though. So for the help out phase, man. So building up the studio, man. Like, how did you market it to where you was getting people to like come here? Because you be having like big name people come here too.
For real, like the break was, Lansky used to work out the cricket studio, Farrell engineer and all that. But before he had caught his case, he was like, "Cat, mess with me." So eventually, we never did engage in no business or nothing like that. But then, his mishaps happened. He ended up going fight the case, come home. Come straight over here. We had the first room built. Took it from there.
You came straight to the studio,
Came straight there. And we got to work, bro. We worked on Not Guilty.
Yeah.
We finished that. No Time was already in the street. We did Reloaded. No Time was in the street. We just kept working. And really, like, I wasn't the sweetest at engineering. So, like, I felt like I wasn't worth no money for real. So, like, me being able to take people that had enough drive, the same drive I had, I was putting my time into them as well, because if they was putting their product out, then people was going to hear what I could do as well. Yeah. So, like, Lansky was the perfect opportunity for me to reach out and that was really my break, because, like, that was the hardest working artist I ever been around. Like,
Lansky was.
Yeah, he stayed at work, and everybody knew that's where he got his stuff mixed. And that's really where it came from.
Damn, I did, man. Rest in peace, Lansky. That shit. Man, but before that though, you was still just kind of like just around, just off of your name and people coming through here and there.
I was like a tattoo artist with an orange.
I
was practicing. You feel me?
Yeah.
I was practicing.
Man, so because you do everything down there by yourself, that shit ever get overwhelming, or just be like you ever get a little too stressed out trying to just balance it all out?
For sure, balance of the family.
Yeah. But how do you balance it though? How do you work through the difficulty of like?
I pray, bro.
Simple.
Because like it don't work. It don't work. Trying to uplift the business and not really. I ain't gonna say I don't have nobody, because I got people. But like when you got people, you got to pay them people. So like if your business isn't successful in the beginning, you still got to pay people. You really going backwards in the sense if it doesn't work out with that person, so like and I've had a lot of undependable people, so it's like or people that you believe in more than they believe in their own self.
Yeah, that never works out.
So like it's just been a lot of trial and tribulation, growing the business to where it's at, and a lot of my breaks come from the people that's been grinding for real. Like everybody that's had their hand in something or grinding with it, like that's where the breaks come from, because they were serious with their craft.
Yep.
So anybody that was serious, we was able to connect right and make whatever magic happen.
Yeah. So, I know we didn't have our talks, and then you kind of just always felt like you had opportunities where you could have left the city and like built up somewhere else.
For sure.
What makes you stay here? What is it about Dayton, and then like just what keeps you here to be like just keep thriving, to put on for the city with what you do?
It's always been family, and I'd say leaving here is not really the issue. Although like I love the cost of living here, like for real. Like I would love to bring it back to here on top of that. Like I can't. A lot of people move to LA. I'm just use LA for instance or something. They'll move out there, like they lightweight struggle in the process of trying to get where they're going. They might not. I'm not saying people don't make it, but a lot of people end up just surviving and don't really get nowhere. They just go out there with the faith that they got. Like I don't know. I ain't never really wanted to take that leap of faith yet. Like even though I've had opportunity, I got to take this opportunity. Plus, I got all this responsibility I'm carrying with me to a new place. So it's like I be trying to make it to where I can build something here, and have something somewhere else if I need to be there or something.
Right,
I've never
right.
had the opportunity where I'm able to do traveling periodically versus I gotta be here.
Right.
You know, so
Man, what would you say as far as when it come down to the engineering and what you do? What do you appreciate the most about it?
I appreciate an artist that believe in themselves. So like if I see somebody that's grinding, that's prepared, that has all their I's dotted and all their T's crossed, like that's where my passion kicks in. Because like I feel like now sometimes I feel like I'm wasting my time.
Right,
Like,
right.
Not saying that person just might not be elevated to that level of playing field.
Yeah, the professionalism, yeah.
But then again, I still got to put myself through it when I know I'm like, I'm not getting over this situation, but I'm gonna help this situation.
Yeah.
And it's like I just really appreciate it when I got somebody that has the potential to get up out of here. Cause them not saying nobody else don't have the potential.
Nah,
Nah.
But it do to take like a, I mean, with the amount of people you done recorded, it just do take like a certain caliber for you to see like, okay, this is an artist. This ain't just somebody that's just
it's just a
fucking
different
around.
It's a different fire, bro. Like I don't know, when you know like C Money, my favorite artist locally for sure.
Yo,
not
for
not
sure.
even just locally, but like he one of my favorite artists. Period.
Yo, see, bro, his music, bro. Like I had him on the pod, man, and he a legit like I'm a fan. Like anything he dropped, like it always be straight fire. Like, I have yet to hear anything that was just like, wait a minute. Like he be consistent with the shit, which is another characteristic that artists need too. So yeah, shouts out to C Money.
That passion though that he come in with, that confidence he comes in with.
Hear
like,
that shit.
Like it be bigger than the music though sometimes. Like it ain't even that it be sometimes, it's all the time bigger than the music. He comes in, he knows he the brand.
Yeah.
That's the difference. Like a lot of these people coming, they don't even realize that they're a brand or a business yet. Wherefore he knows that. So like when he comes in, I know it's work. I know it's time to get the. I got to pull the best out when that's there because I know the best is in the presence, and we gotta be able to take that that moment, make it the rest of our life.
Absolutely.
Like.
I mean, it's one life, and then shit, can't no opportunities be missed. Like if it's there. So when you do see an artist come in, do you kind of lean into helping them if you see that they need help?
For sure.
Okay.
For sure, and it's been crazy lately because like we've been sitting there thinking like a thing called audio therapy. It's like I don't know. I'm good with like communicating with people, talking to people. I got patience.
Yeah.
I've been having a lot of like people with not the downsides or nothing like that, just more with mental health issues actually. You feel me? So it's like I've been having to deal with them type of people, and there's a place for them, I feel.
Yeah.
You feel me? So it's like I always question myself like this person comes in here, they spend their last dollar to be able to do music.
Yeah.
And it's like,
I know a couple.
This is
a lot of niggas
therapy.
like that.
This is therapy to this person. So like they got to be dealt with differently than you would deal with a C Money, for instance. Like C Money on point. He knowing what he want to change and all that, but you might tell this person to change this or this, and they might be more delicate to the advice you're gonna give them.
Yeah.
Just because of the state of mind they're in.
Yeah, and you molding them to like for that help though.
Yeah, so it's like it's always a blessing to help me because I see the smiles on people's faces. I see the smile behind the quality they get. I see even the people that I do give constructive criticism to, like they appreciate it because like I don't know if it's just because they see me as somebody that has that experience or whatever, but it's just like I just look at it like I don't know. I mean, you gotta help a person, or I'm robbing them if I don't.
Yeah, I mean, and you got a good heart when it comes to the business. Because that's how I do like a lot of my videos. It's like just make sure the customer always satisfied. Like,
sure, make
sure that because our name is on it. Like your name is on the mix and everything. So it's like if a motherfucker go and spread that out, you want your shit to come back with good news rather than the bad news.
For sure.
Yeah. Man, so you ever had a moment of like intimidation from like an artist, or not intimidation, but just reaching the point of like, fuck, like I gotta put my foot in this shit, or I gotta really like make this shit stand out?
For sure. There was a lady I just recently started working with. Her name Amy Roulette. She was signed to Akon as a songwriter. When I first started approaching that session, it was like, I ain't never dealt with a singer before.
Oh, you let me hear her last time.
Yeah. I ain't never really dealt with no real singers before. She telling me she was at a $1.2 million studio prior to, and this and that, and they was all right, but you know, she looking for a better home that's closer. And I'm like, I'm him, but like I'm gonna be real with you. I ain't never really did no singer, not no true singer. Like we got singers out here, but like
not like
it's
that.
a real singer.
Yeah.
It's somebody that can be every key on the piano. You feel me? So it's like how with the larynx. So like it's been a good process for me to have her come into my life, because I've been able to learn music on a different level.
So you learning from her essentially,
for sure.
While you still doing
even though they don't never tell it.
Well, yeah, it's facts. What
sponge?
Nah, for real, you got to. What would you say is some of your biggest changes you had to make personally to grow the business to be what it is right now?
Quit thinking you can do everything yourself. Flat out. It's the only thing.
And that's tough, man.
It's hard because you got to depend on other people, and it might not be the way that you want things to be.
And especially how you started, you know the way you needed to be done, wanted to be done.
Yeah, everybody know me and know I'm a little OCD in particular too. So it's like, you know, I feel like if everybody's on the assembly line, like I feel like we're all coming together. Like the whole city's coming together. Shout out to Dayton.
Yeah, for sure.
Like,
for
cause
sure.
I've been seeing a lot of faces come together in some of the studio sessions we've been in. It's just I see what Detroit's doing. I see what Atlanta's doing happening right here, right now. We starting to migrate and come together. And once we do that, I feel like it's game over, because, you know, the East Coast started with it. West Coast took our flavor, ran with it, had a little run with it. Down South has it still. We coming to get it, though. We coming to get it. Midwest is ours, bro.
I've been saying that in the past couple episodes. Like, Dayton definitely is creating like another golden era of music, because like you said, it's been like just a lot of people linking. Like, it's been less egos,
for sure.
Just more like collaborations with shit. Like, and that's why I started this platform too, because it's like I know a lot of people blessed from, you know, being able to shoot a lot of niggas videos and shit. So it's just like, you know, I'll be trying to just put it out to, you know, my people who follow me and listen or whatever, because man, Dayton, it's time for Dayton, bro. I'm tired of being skipped over. Like you said, Detroit. God damn it. Even Cincinnati had a run. Fucking Kentucky getting they shit off right now.
Man, Louisville.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So I'm like, nigga, man, we need Pittsburgh, like all that Midwest shit,
That was probably
man.
like one of the places I remember when I was rapping, though. Like, that was my first show ever, was at Louisville in the Expo Center. I was in front of like 1,000 people, something like that. Yeah, first show ever was in Louisville.
What's one of your most favorite experiences behind the board? Like, getting to, like, what was this a dope moment you had in a recording session?
For real, getting to sit back and watch other engineers, really. Like, when we did a song at KD Studios, I think it was, in Orlando. That was with C Money and Kasky. It's being out, just being around people and seeing how they work. You know, being able to, you know, take what I already know and implement some of what other people know.
Yeah, just seeing how they move and groove, and
for sure. Yeah, you know, because other people, I feel like a mix ain't never done. So like, you know, the way things are, I got another engineer this year. You know, we put both our minds to it. He might get something that I overlook. Yeah, I might get something he'll overlook. So it makes a better project.
Man, so hearing all of that, man, it just sounds like you forever in the stage of like trying to learn. Is that true?
For sure.
Why though? Just so that people can
understand. Never know enough.
Right.
Can't never know enough. Right when you level. Think you got it all together, you don't. You know.
And then, and going back to it, like everything that you learn is either from yourself or just picking up game from you said the mentor or the person that you look up to. What's the Grammy
Jason
nominated?
Joshua.
Jason Joshua. Yeah, I gotta look him up. Man, we close to wrapping up, but I'll be asking this question to everybody. What's a good piece of advice that you live off of, or a good quote to live off of?
Good piece of advice to live off of, a good quote to live off of. Gotta believe in yourself. Believe in yourself first, and I feel like, that just like what guys say, you believe in what you praying is gonna happen. It's the same thing. You believe in what you doing is gonna happen. It's no different. You gotta manifest your situation. You gotta speak it. You gotta believe it. You gotta live it. You gotta sleep and dream it. You gotta go through all those situations before you ever could be it.
Yeah. So. You ever had any like crazy moments of like just having like some disbelief or some doubt in what you was doing?
For sure, everybody goes through a little stage or a period in their life where they got a little doubt in what they're doing. But
why didn't it stop you? Because you got a statistic of people who stop.
This is like my marriage. Not to downplay my real marriage, but this is like my other marriage. Yeah. You feel me? Like I feel like once you're engaged in something, you got so much time invested into it. What else you gonna do? You just gonna throw away everything you ever worked for, ever invested in, put your money, your hard-earned self into.
Yeah.
So it's like this is what I know. This is what I have passion doing. This is what I like doing. This doesn't feel like work to me. And I feel like anytime you do what you enjoy and you don't feel no work behind it, then doing what you love.
Absolutely. I love that. I feel that for sure. I've been doing that fucking 15 years now, man.
For sure.
Man, so what you got coming up, man? What's some new things we can expect from Citywide, man?
I know we're gonna get these shows going. A lot of artist development going on is what we on now. Basically, cause like people that rap, and I get the question a lot. Cap help me. So I need to come up with a service to be able to help these people. So
Absolutely.
It's like, with the music industry, you got the record labels. They don't want you until you are somebody.
Right.
I want to capture people before they're somebody, build them into that somebody for the record label to be able to say, hey, he's ready. Basically make people ready. Because normally a rapper, like I said, don't even look at themselves as a business usually. The person that comes to me and says, help me, I need a manager or something like that, they don't know the business.
Right.
They don't know that they're a business yet. So like that's really what I've been trying to bring, with these shows and stuff like that. We had just did our first show with Hot Boy, YTB Trench, Roadrunner TB, and Lantana. Shout out all the openers, SRT, Meats, Threx, Cobain, C Money, Bubby.
Oh, the New Year's joint, right?
Yeah. It wasn't real successful, for probably various reasons, but it is a small little hiccup. We're gonna keep bringing them platforms because I feel like the platforms need it, like just like a cameraman's need, just like an engineer's need, just like the beat makers need. That's a part that is missing out of everything that we're doing. Like if we able to hit this road and maybe throw somebody with a little bit more notoriety than the people that we got, then where they could be looked at a little bit further than the fan bases that they have, then we could provide that platform for these people.
Yeah.
Whoever it is that we getting together. So really that's all I'm on. I want to develop artists. I want to develop you from development. I want to take you from zero, nothing, and bring you to a point where I could say, hey, Cap got me signed to Universal. You feel me?
Yeah.
Cap brought me to such and such, or he linked me with. I'm a resource person. Like I feel like I just know a lot of people.
Yeah.
Know a lot of people, and I got to start utilizing that. So that's really where my mind been at, is just being able to, take it a step further and just take the artists we got and develop them into something.
Put it in motion.
Yeah, because it's time. It's time. We've been doing this too long for us to be sitting in the same spot we was, which we ain't. We see ourselves every day. So we don't ever know if we're elevating or not. We got to let other people tell us.
Absolutely. Well, man, I appreciate you on the platform, man. Citywide Studios, man. The setup is dope. And goddamn it, this is my guy right here. I look up to him too. Like, even when I was engineering at the time, I don't know if I was listening to your mixes too, trying to get the shit going. Like before I completely stopped fucking with the engineering though.
That's what's
but man, I appreciate you, bro. You my
Love
guy.
you, man.
Yeah, Dreamers Welcome Podcast. We out this bitch.
Dreamers Welcome Podcast.